Have you ever wondered if hidden cities of gold really existed? Imagine being a 16th century explorer, hearing whispers of a vast, wealthy empire just waiting to be discovered beyond the horizon. What if I told you that one of the most elusive quests in history revolved around the legendary Seven Cities of Cibola, a myth that sparked one of the greatest expeditions in North America and changed the course of history forever? This is the story of how the pursuit of unimaginable riches led to deadly expeditions, broken dreams, and a legacy that continues to fascinate even today. Our journey begins in the early 1500s, a time when European powers were desperate to expand their empires and fill their coffers with newfound wealth. Stories began to trickle back to the Spanish settlers in Mexico, tales of 7 magnificent cities to the north, each said to be overflowing with gold, silver, and precious gems. The source of these tales captured Native American slaves and mysterious wanderers who claimed to have seen these glittering cities firsthand. But were these legends simply the product of fevered imaginations, or did they conceal a deeper truth? In 1539, Viceroy Antonio de Mendoza, eager to confirm these tantalizing rumors, sent an expedition led by a Franciscan friar named Marcos de Niza. Accompanied by a former African slave known as Estevanico, Friar Marcos ventured northward, determined to find these mythical cities. The journey was treacherous, the landscapes harsh and unforgiving, but Estevanico's skills as a scout kept the expedition alive. Then, after months of arduous travel, Marcos claimed to have seen one of the legendary cities with his own eyes. A vast settlement, its walls gleaming in the sunlight like pure gold. He named it Cibola. However, before they could get any closer, Estevanico was killed by the local inhabitants. Fearing for his life, Friar Marcos retreated to Mexico, where he reported that he had indeed found the first of the 7 cities of Cibola. News of this discovery electrified the Spanish Empire. Surely, they thought, if one city of gold existed, there must be 6 others waiting to be found. The following year, in 1540, a powerful and ambitious conquistador named Francisco Vázquez de Coronado was appointed to lead an expedition to claim these cities in the name of Spain. Coronado set out with hundreds of men, horses, and supplies, driven by dreams of unimaginable wealth. Yet, as they pushed deeper into the American Southwest, the terrain became more hostile and the cities of gold remained elusive. The heat was brutal, water was scarce, and morale plummeted as days turned into months. But Coronado refused to turn back. He was determined to find Cibola at any cost. Finally, after a grueling journey, they reached the place Friar Marcos had described. What Coronado found was not a city of gold, but a small Zuni village made of adobe and mud. There was no gold, no silver, only simple huts and fields of corn. Coronado's disappointment was immeasurable. He had risked everything on a legend only to be confronted with reality. But the dream of Cibola was not so easily shattered. Convinced that the true cities of gold lay further north, Coronado pressed on. His men marched for years through what is now Arizona, New Mexico, Kansas, and beyond, searching for any sign of wealth. They endured brutal winters, scorching deserts, and hostile encounters with native tribes. But every promise of gold turned out to be nothing more than a mirage. The expedition ultimately returned empty-handed. Coronado was disgraced, his name synonymous with failure. The 7 cities of Cibola were never found because, as it turned out, they had never existed at all. They were a myth, born from misunderstandings, wishful thinking, and the insatiable greed of men who wanted to believe that untold riches lay just over the next horizon. Yet despite its failure, Coronado's expedition was not entirely in vain. It opened up vast new territories for exploration, forever altering the map of the New World. The myth of Cibola had sparked a quest that led to the discovery of the Grand Canyon, the Colorado River, and many of the lands that would later become the southwestern United States. But what drove men like Coronado to risk their lives for a dream that never came true? Was it the lure of wealth, the promise of glory, or perhaps a more profound desire to find something extraordinary in a world that was still largely unknown? The legend of the 7 cities of Cibola lives on, not as a tale of treasure, but as a testament to human ambition, curiosity, and the relentless pursuit of dreams. Perhaps in the end it was never really about the gold. It was about the journey itself and the mysteries that continue to captivate us even centuries later. Thank you for joining us on this epic journey through time. If you enjoyed this tale, be sure to subscribe for more stories of history's most fascinating legends, mysteries, and adventures. Until next time, keep exploring the past to uncover the secrets it holds.